As we continue to explore stories that have two suns in it or two stars in the sky, I wanted to show and outline an additional story. In this video, we're going to talk about this Netflix series called Alien Worlds that falls right in line with what I've been outlining. At the heart of stories that encode this binary star, two suns in the sky, or in other cases, Sirius Dog Star, at the heart of these stories is often this theme of a reset, where the world was destroyed or changed, or the world is about to go through a change or destruction. There's also this outlining involvement of gender, where the bending and twisting and pulling of gender is seen in all these kind of stories. But also the animals that are encoded in these stories are the dragon, the cat, and most common, the monkey, specifically the Monkey King. And these are archetypes, are animals that are used in the zodiac. Chinese zodiac features all of them except for the cat, and I think that was removed for a nice reason. But these animals also have to do with our spirituality, our mind, and our neurological system, where the spine is often associated with the dragon. Then also the mind is associated with the monkey, the so-called animal that has evolved, or where monkeys are shown to be going through dementia. Characters playing monkey will often have something involving their mind. And then the cats having this spiritual aura. And then we also have Sirius the Dog Star, which is often paired with the person who's playing the sun or the star in whatever story is often paired with Sirius the Dog Star. So you see man's best friend or the person's best friend. The binary pair sometimes is often shown in the Sirius Dog Star character. But anyway, in this Aliens World TV show, or miniseries on Netflix. It's a miniseries that features 4 different stories. They go to 4 different planets. And the premise of the show is they explore different alien worlds, and they might, I think they get ecologists, zoologists, scientists, astrologists, all to come together and kind of create this depiction of what they think a world would be like. So there's environmentalists in the show who kind of are used as references to help create the different worlds that they show. And there's 4 different episodes. One episode that stood out to me is this episode or this planet that they go to called Eden. And on this planet, it happens to be a binary star system. And the reason why I'm making this video is because it reinforces the theme that I've been showing, that often when there's stories about a binary star or two suns in the sky, there's going to be a play on this monkey, the dragon, the cat, and also as I've been identifying, sometimes the lepus or the bunny and Sirius Dog Star. Well, on this planet, they show the rabbit being chased by this monkey character or this monkey creature. And the reason why this is important is because the Monkey King is often the symbol, or the monkey or the monk arriving is often the symbol of a reset. If you think about the Avengers, you have Thanos, the golden monkey. He's not here for a good reason. He's not here for a bad reason. More so, the monkey is a symbol of the reset. And we get the word rhesus, monkey, also encoded in that as well. And we have cat being associated with the catastrophe. So all of these animals are also a part of names that have to do with resetting or the destruction. So the monkey is just symbolic of the reset, the rhesus monkey. In the movie 2012, the poster for it even has the monk standing on top of the hill, right? And the monk is an encoded way of saying the monkey or the Monkey King, the golden monkey. But it's more so just a symbol that the reset is here when you see the monkey or the golden monkey especially. But I wanted to highlight this because this show is the binary planet, and it just aligns with what I've been outlining or showing. So here's a bunch of different pictures and a different, they have the monkey chasing the rabbit or the bunny. And we know the bunny is often the Lepus constellation, but also the mascot, the Zodiac bunny as well. So, and then on the right of that, you see the picture of these animals. I think this is from another episode, but there's pictures of the animals that look like dragons. And even on this planet, you see on the bottom right-hand corner in this picture here is mushrooms, right? And I've been showing that in the different stories featuring binaries or two suns or the resets. They will often go to a planet that's mushroom-like. You see this in the Sonic the Hedgehog stories, which I just covered, featuring two suns in the sky. You see this in the Thanos, his retirement planet, the farm world. He has the dragon fruits. And the dragon fruits and the mushrooms, why do they encode that? Because both of those are psychedelics. They have to do with your mind. And often in these stories, these characters will go to another enlightened like world where they will encounter this second body or the second sun in the sky. But I just figured I wanted to add this, and here's some more pictures of it, because it just reinforces the concept that I've been saying. The monkey and the dragon are at the heart of these stories featuring two suns in the sky, and not necessarily because people believe, or we should believe, that there's some kind of magical monkey coming or some magical dragon coming, but more so that these animals all are in codes about us. Homo sapiens, it has ape in that word. Also, the monkey and the dragon and the cat all have to do with resets, as I've outlined. Reset, rhesus monkey, cat, catastrophe, dragon, Aragorn. Often the name Aragorn will be associated with characters who fight the dragon, or stories about dragons, like the movie Lord of the Rings. I think the guy's name is Aragorn, but it's a play on the era's ending or the era's reset, and that's what the dragon, the monkey, and the cat are all symbolic of. And here in this picture right here, you see the monoliths. Monoliths are often in stories where there's a monkey, and sometimes in stories where there's a reset. There's a video game company called Monolith Software that makes the Xenoblade series, and they reference second sons in that game. And then also, the end game story where the golden monkey appears. Scott Lang goes and looks at all the memorials, which looks like monoliths in the movie 2012, 2010. The monolith is associated in that storyline that has the apes in it as well. And then you have the two sons that appear in the second film. And I think there was going to be a third film called 2000 something or 3000 Space Odyssey. And the number 3000 is just a reoccurring theme or number that I often see associated with the dragon. So I know for sure the dragon's at play. But another thing here that stood out to me about this episode, or Eden, or this TV show Aliens Worlds, is you see these green balloons. It reminds me of the emerald that we see as a reoccurring theme in stories that are featuring two suns in the sky. This is the color of the background in the Matrix, or the green screens that we see. This color is often associated with the veil, like there's a veil on your mind. This is in The Wizard of Oz, Sonic the Hedgehog, even the Avengers. This is, I think, the color of the Time Stone or the Mind Stone. But this color, the green, this emerald especially, is just a part of the rainbow. We see this in the Power Rangers, where all the Power Rangers are different colors of the rainbow. But the tough ranger, the one that goes back and forth, is the Green Ranger, right? Another thing that stood out to me is on this planet, they show a bunch of like little, it looks like brain synapses, right? It's similar to the Avatar story, right? Where you have the Avatar, the James Cameron film, being about these characters that look like dragon blood, right? They have the blue bloods, but they're also monkey, like they're ape Neanderthals in the forest, right? So they're kind of playing on both, just like Thanos is both the dragon and the monkey, or Blanca from Street Fighter, dragon and the monkey, kind of combining the character. They're playing on both, but it parallels the Avatar James Cameron story, because that planet has this interaction where the beings can interact with the planet on a neurological way, right? And this synapses picture that is shown in this Netflix series just reminds me of that. It's reinforcing that the planet, right, or this concept is more so something that's related to your consciousness or your mind. So you should also be thinking about it just encodes that there's consciousness at the heart of what's being shown with this planet. And this episode, this theme, this sci-fi show in general, just reinforces that mythology, stories of the stars, and the so-called science is all in bed with presenting and encoding these ideas. But another thing that just reminded me or came to me when thinking about this show is, whenever you see stories about something coming from the sky, they often will picture, it often will be in the shape of an eye, like the average UFO symbol or picture that we're shown is almost like your eyes, right? Which letting you know that it's not really talking about something physical, right? But more so something conscious wise. You should be thinking about consciousness. If you see the movie, I forget the movie where there's aliens that came and they kind of have this communications back and forth about they do something, and it's about time travel. Like they help the humans open like a third dimension of their minds where they can actually go back and forth or see in the future and or past, something like that. But it features the guy who plays Hawkeye in the Avengers, and the woman who plays Lois Lane in Superman. But anyway, the picture of the alien spaceship is actually the shape of contact eye lenses, right? And there's even a movie called Contact about aliens, letting you know that it's really about you awakening your ability to truly see. It's about consciousness more so, or just as much as it is about something physical coming here or we going somewhere physical. It's about consciousness. So I just thought that was important to highlight. But yeah, there's some more pictures here highlighting and reinforcing that these aliens that they're depicting are also not just a play on the monkey, but also a play on the dragon, the bat, right? The vampire, the bat, which comes from Draco or Dracula, which is the dragon. And here's another picture of this series. I'm not sure which episode this is, but this looks like it's featuring two moons. And often in dragon stories or dragon perspectives of this kind of theme or archetype, when the story is more so a dragon perspective, we may not necessarily see two suns, but we will see two moons in these kind of stories. So whenever you have this story of monkey, dragon, and a cat, and it's something sci-fi in space especially, be looking for this concept of two suns or two luminaries, two moons in the sky. But yeah, here's a picture of the rabbits. Remember, I told you the rabbit, the Lepus constellation, and or the zodiac sign is also sometimes encoded in these stories. And this monkey in this story, when it's hunting this rabbit, it grows stretchable arms, right? Which is often shown in characters who are playing the Monkey King, like Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece, Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, which is a Monkey King archetype. She has these stretchable arms, this polymorphic kind of archetype. And this is seen in something like the Fantastic Four, something like the Terminator series with the liquid metal Terminators versus John Connor, the Golden Monkey King John Connor versus the T-1000. So this is a reoccurring theme, something about the polymorphic person appearing at a reset. And the polymorphic person may just be an allegory for the mercurial or the change. But nonetheless, you will often see this reference to the polymorph when it's a reset. So yeah, I just wanted to highlight this because this story is featuring the monkey. It also references a bunch of dragons. It has the psychedelics, letting you know you should be thinking about your mind. The monkey is a symbol of the mind. Then also you have the binary stars in the sky. You have the polymorphic monkey with the Monkey King abilities, just encoded in an alien, nice, subtle way. But it's just reinforcing that there's no original stories. These stories are all really just outlining aspects of our nature. So even this so-called science fiction, fake, false fictional story has true aspects about our current myths encoded in it. So that's it for this video. I will continue to focus on stories that demonstrate this binary or the second sun, and it's tied to our consciousness, to our spirituality, to our awakening, but also this tied to the monkey, the dragon, and cat, which are symbolic of resets, encoded as being a part of our own body makeup, encoded as being a part of our neurological system, especially. Often in stories where there's dragons, cats, or monkeys, there will be some kind of neurological deficit or enhancement. Think about A Quiet Place. There's always somebody deaf or with ADHD or with autism. There's always somebody who's paralyzed, like Professor Charles Xavier. There's always dinosaurs that have some kind of neurological deficit where they can't see. The T-Rex is known for its poor vision. Always think neurological because it's really a play on our minds and our consciousness, you know. So with that being said, this is the end of this video. Look forward to more stories that I demonstrate and outline featuring the monkey, the dragon, the cat, the Monkey King, and I'll see you in the next video.